Welcome to the revision series, and in this we will be discussing about the life cycle of Dracunculus medinensis. So it was asked as a short essay in 2014 university exam. So going on to the topic proper. So what is this Dracunculus medinensis? So this Dracunculus medinensis, it is actually a parasite. So actually, it is actually a parasitic infection of the somatic nematode. Parasite infestation of somatic nematode. Nematode. So it is actually eradicated from India, and it is also called as guinea worm disease. It is also called a guinea worm disease. So going on to the topic proper, that is the life cycle of Dracunculus medinensis. Actually, the life cycle, it is having a two host. So one is a definitive host, and the other is an intermediate host. So the definitive host means it is the humans. That is where the sexual reproduction takes place, it is a definitive host. Whereas the intermediate host, it is the cyclops. So cyclops is actually a crustacean. So cyclops, it is actually a crustacean. Then so we are having the intermediate host. So actually the larvae L3 larvae. So this is a larval stage. L3, this is actually the infective form in men. This is actually the infective form. So now about the mode of transmission. So what is a mode of transmission? Actually, the man is getting infected. The man is getting infected. So when he drinks water from a stagnant pool which is containing this cyclops, the cyclops, that is a crustacean. So this is a freshwater crustacean. It's a freshwater. So which is containing cyclops, and this cyclops is having the L3 larvae. So the cyclops is containing L3 larvae. So when he drinks water, the cyclops, so it actually gets digested. Cyclops get digested in stomach. So the L3 larvae are released. So they actually enter through small intestine. They enter through the small intestine. So through the small intestine, they migrate to the thoracic muscles. So in the thoracic muscles, they undergo molting to form the adult worm, and they undergo sexual maturation. To form a gravid female worm. So the gravid female worm, they actually migrate throughout the body, and ultimately they reaches the skin, particularly of ankle, feet, and even lower leg. So when they come in contact with the water, that means when the skin comes in contact with water, so they induce local blisters. After that, the blister, so there will be pain in the blister, and the blisters rupture, and that L1 larva, that is a L1 larva is released. That is the adult female worm. It discharges the L1 larva into the water. So the L1, after L1 larva is released into the water, so the cyclops, which is, so this is an intermediary host, the cyclops which is present in the water takes up L1 larvae. L1 larvae, so they undergo molting twice and they form L3 larvae, and these are again infective to man. So this cycle continues. So this is actually the life cycle. And one more point to remember here is that actually the signs and symptoms are appearing approximately 1 year. That means after 1 year of infection, the signs and symptoms are appearing. That is when the gravid adult female worm emerges near the skin surface. So the clinical features are, there is actually painful blisters, and there will be pruritus, nausea, fever, and local erythema, that is local redness. And this blister sometimes it get infected with there will be secondary bacterial infection. So this is about the life cycle of Dracunculus medinensis.